Hey everybody, this is my forecast for Gemini for February 2014. So Gemini, we start out with full moon in your third house toward the end of the month. And it's only a day or two transit. It's not a big transit or anything. And so the third house is a house of communications, the way you think, the way you speak, uh, you know, short distance travel, anything to do with communications. And so just for a day or two, the full moon is there, so it may be a little crazy, and maybe a lot going on. It may cause a little stress, make you a little emotional, but it's not a big transit, so it'll be okay. And just pray about it. Like, you just may feel more emotional than usual. That's all. It's nothing big. So if you're aware, then you know what it is, because sometimes you go through stuff and it's like, you feel something, but you don't understand what it is. So basically that's it, because the full moon is emotions. It makes you feel things, and it'll just make you feel more than usual. Okay? Alright, so then we go to Mercury retrograde. So Mercury retrograde is in your starts out in the 10th house and then goes into the 9th. So if it's in your 10th house is career, it's reputation, professional standing, authority figures, duties, obligations. It's a public house. So Neptune is there, so there's confusion around your career. Like, if you have this career, there's some confusion going on between you and authority figures, and there's a lot of back and forth going on. There's a lot of phone calls and emails and meetings, and it's just some type of confusion. And so you're trying to take care of it, and so you have to review something or renew it, reorganize it, replan it, whatever it is. But there's, if it's contracts, you may have to go back over it and rethink the contract, replan the contract, renegotiate it or something. Okay? Then it moves into that 9th house. It's that overall goal, the big picture. Long distance travel, foreign cultures and places, the internet, the law, education, publishing and religion. So if it has to do with travel, you'll have to, this is your focus. This is the house where your focus is, this overall goal, this big picture. And Mercury retrograde moves into the 9th house from the 10th, and so you'll be rescheduling travel. Okay? So if you have some travel scheduled, you're going to have to go back, and maybe a couple of times you have to reschedule. You're talking to someone long distance. Okay, and there's a lot of back and forth because there may be some misunderstandings, okay, some miscommunication, okay. If it has to do with a legal situation or education, you may have to go back over the paperwork, whether it's your classes, rescheduling your classes, if it's education, or reviewing contracts, if it's some type of legal situation, just going back over the paperwork and reading over it with a fine-tooth comb and getting somebody to check it, double check it, triple check it, 7 times, whatever it takes, because it's a lot of back and forth. Okay? And if it has to do with contracts, you really want to go for that. Alright, so then we have Sun square Saturn. Sun is in that 9th house, square Saturn in your 6th. 6th house is work, health, and daily routine. And Saturn is the teacher, it's restrictions and laws, also commitment, obligation, responsibility. So whatever this obligation or responsibility is that you have at your job, there's some type of challenge between maybe the travel that you have to do, or this overall goal that you're trying to get, and you feel restricted at this job, so you want to, maybe you're in contact with somebody long distance about another job, with authority figures, talking to bosses or something about another, going to another company or something, I don't know. Because it looks like you feel restricted around the job, or there's some type of responsibility or obligation you have, and it's causing a hindrance to this travel that you have to do, or you're rescheduling the travel for some reason. and it has something to do with somebody that you're talking to back and forth. Okay, then you have the Sun trine Mars. Sun's still in that ninth house, trine Mars in your, I believe it's fifth house. That fifth house is the pleasure house. Is romantic partner, children, creative endeavor, opportunity, some type of hobby. Also, it could be entertainment. So there's, and Mars is there. So you're really ambitious about, if it's a creative endeavor, you're really ambitious about this. You're assertive, you're aggressive, and you're going after it. Okay, and you're working on it, and you're putting everything into it. Okay. If it's children or romantic partner, there's some type of disruption or conflict or stress or annoyance or frustration. There could be some type of frustration there, or stress, because Mars can bring stress. So there's some type of stress aspect with the romantic partner, or maybe with the children, and something that's going on with this goal, this ninth house. But let me see, Sun trine, because okay. So you're really working on this creative endeavor, if that's what it is, some type of project or endeavor. If it's with children or romantic partner, I don't know, could you be like traveling right now, planning a trip, because the Sun is in that ninth house of travel. Maybe you could be planning or something, a long distance trip with a romantic partner, or with children, or for them. Or there's some type of stress aspect or conflict around it. I don't think it's anything bad. I think that mostly it has to do with this creative endeavor. Okay? I think it has to do with the creative endeavor. Give me some feedback and let me know. I really, that's one that I really can't figure out what I'm seeing. I don't know. I don't know. But let me finish and see what I come up with. Yeah. I don't think that has anything to do with the kids this time. I don't think it's conflict or stress around romantic partner or children. I think that it's because you're really ambitious right now, and it has to do with some type of creative endeavor, and it's gonna, because it's a favorable transit. So I don't think that it's a conflict or anything. I think this transit is favorable. Okay. Alright. Jupiter square Uranus. Jupiter in that second house, square Uranus in your 11th. Okay. So there's opportunity for money when it comes to your year, because it's in that second house of finances, material possessions, values, self-worth. And this is around March. This is ended February toward the beginning of March. And it's something, it's a group, company, organization, network, or something. Maybe because Uranus is there. So you have some good ideas with this group, with this company, organization. They're checking out your ideas. Really unusual and far thinking. And so maybe you'll start to work, or you'll want to work with these people that are like-minded. They're like you, and it'll be some type of creative endeavor, some type of unusual or creative or original company that has these creative ideas or original ideas or something, and you may have the opportunity to work with them, to make money with them. Okay? And maybe the thing about the romantic partner and the children, that might be, maybe if the opportunity for more money and travel has something to do with travel and money, and it's the opportunity that's coming. Let me know. It'll probably be around the end of February or somewhere like in the beginning of March. Let me know what that means, what that whole situation and scenario is, because I'm thoroughly confused right now. Seriously, I have no idea what I'm looking at. And I think also part of that is Mercury retrograde. I'm really not focused. I'm not connecting. But I want to get these out, and so this is what I see. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, I didn't do Jupiter opposite Pluto, did I? Jupiter opposite Pluto. Second house opposite the 8th house. Money is coming from other people's resources. And when I say other people's resources, the 8th house is insurance, inheritance, taxes, royalties. Like, you'll get paid, and they come from other people's resources. So you might have somebody to back you up on this creative endeavor, and you know, because of the unusual original ideas, you'll be working with this group or this company, and maybe they'll be backing you on this creative endeavor that you're trying to work on. And maybe that's what I see. I don't know. But anyway, I'm wrapping it up, and I say this in all my videos. I will continue to say it. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. None of this is set in stone, and before all of this, I put God first in my life. So thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.